Hey everyone, this is Clarinetgamer here, and I'm here with my latest review. Now, I know this is supposed to be uploaded on the Sunday, but due to things with college work and stuff like that, I didn't get around to doing it. But as you can tell from the music, yes, I am going to be reviewing a Crash Bandicoot game, and as you can tell from the music, it's going to be the first Crash Bandicoot game. I'll just let the titles load or skip the titles to get on with the review. So, to be honest, I'm gonna let this play out like the intro cutscene to explain the plot and stuff like that. So I'll have to be a few seconds to wait for that. Excuse me, I'll have to be a few seconds to wait for that. But yeah, as I said before, this was supposed to be uploaded on the Sunday, but I had to like do some college work and stuff like that, and I was just busy during the weekend and I completely forgot about it. So, but I'm here now, so starting off with the plot, here's the cutscene for the actual plot of like how the game begins and like how Crash is created.
Cortex, we have not determined the cause of past failures. Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time I shall reign triumphant. We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex! Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do. Failure again. Capture him! Uh-oh. Prepare the female Bandicoot.
And that was her only first appearance in the games. But anyway, that pretty much sums up the plot for Crash Bandicoot 1. Basically, Crash was created by Cortex and Brio, as you saw right there. They made their first appearances in the series. And I'm just going to play some of the game while I give the review. The plot is pretty standard, like, well, Crash was created by Cortex and Brio in the Evolve Array. And basically, it's a pretty standard plot, really. That's all I'll say about that. And see, this is a difficult thing about giving reviews and playing the game at the same time. It's just like you focus on one thing over another. But anyway, the plot's pretty good, but I prefer the plots in the later games because they're more like deep. I mean, like more deep stories. And oh, there's a jump up there. And the gameplay for this, going over the plot, I mean, the plot is pretty cool. I mean, but it just shows you like the Crash just fell out the window and now he just has to travel across islands to save Tonya, her girlfriend. I'm not sure like what her actual like Crash's girlfriend, and well, that was the only time that Crash ever had her, because like, well, she later dumped Crash, and Crash must have been like, oh great, all that work for nothing then. So that's what kind of ruins the plot in that way, because Tonya only ever made her first appearance in Crash Bandicoot 1 and that was it, because she was too adult for the series. So anyway, so it's a pretty standard plot. I mean, I would give it like, I don't know, like maybe 4 out of 5 or something like that. So anyway, moving on to the next level as I go along with the... Now moving on to the gameplay. The gameplay of this game is kind of mixed in my opinion. I mean, the good thing about it is that, well, it's Crash Bandicoot obviously. I mean, the gameplay would be good, but it's got its negative aspects as well. But let's talk about the positives. The music in the gameplay is very good, and well, I'll come on to the music later, but the background of each of these levels, as you can see here, like, it's a jungle area, even though the graphics aren't perfect. Okay, I ended up losing 2 masks there for some reason. That's a first. Didn't do that. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. At least the invincibility music won't distract me when I'm doing this review. as you can see, like the backgrounds there, even though they're not very well done, obviously as a PS1 game, like the tree there, and like if this was a PS3 game, this would have been 10 times better. Like the graphics would be much more updated and like everything. And I'll say as well, like the gameplay has its negative aspects, like where to start from. The controls for this game aren't the best. I'll just say that, because controlling Crash is a bit sensitive and also stiff at the same time. And the bonus rounds, coming on to the bonus rounds, which I'll be coming on to just shortly. Okay, I need to concentrate here. The gameplay, that's pretty cool. I mean, overall it's okay, but it could have been better because I mean, like, and as I go into the bonus round, I'll just explain my point. That if you die at any time during the game, like if you're going for 100% and you got to get the gem, and especially if you die in this bonus round, you won't get access to a save point. I realised that like for save points, like they had to put like passwords in and stuff like that. So, nah, I'm not saving this. It's just a review, not really just saving the game. This is not a redo of Crash Bandicoot 1. But anyway, the gameplay has its positive and negative aspects, as I said before. The positive aspects, and I'll go over them again, that was kind of distracted from the gameplay, is that Crash, overall he has somewhat decent controls, but they could have been better because Crash controls very stiffly and lightly, like whenever you wanted to, just a simple forward bit like that, and oh god, just a simple forward bit like that, you'll sometimes go back and forth, and sometimes when you want to stop, he just won't stop. And but the most annoying thing I could say about the game is the gem save, because like if you die in the level and you get a checkpoint, for example, you have to redo the level all over again because it doesn't count the box count. Now luckily that fixes that in Crash Bandicoot 2, so thank you Naughty Dog for fixing that. And what other negative aspects can I say about this? Well, I mean, all in all, the gameplay is okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It is still pretty good, despite its some sort of flaws. So I'll say that much. I mean, it's still a classic in my eyes, despite its flaws. So, moving on to the actual graphics of this game. Well, the graphics are, well, on the PS3 they're kind of smoothed out, whereas on the original PS1 they would have been all jagged and, well, stuff like that. The textures wouldn't have been all that good, but they were later improved in the Crash Bandicoot 2 and, well, even better in Crash Bandicoot 3. And yeah, I think all I can really say about this game is it's a good game overall, I would say. I mean, the gameplay is good, the plot is standard, and the soundtrack for this game is really good. But I'll say that like the soundtrack for the later games were, well, much better, because I just don't think the soundtracks for Crash Bandicoot 2 are really, sorry, Crash Bandicoot 1 are really memorable. So, all in all, Crash Bandicoot 1, despite its flaws, I mean, it's still a classic in my book. It's still a PS1 classic, definitely. So, all in all, I will give this game, in fairness, I'll give it 7 out of 10. I would have gotten higher if it wasn't for its flaws back in the day, but all in all, that's my review of Crash Bandicoot 1, guys. So I know that that's kind of distracting, but the gameplay makes it better because you'll know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. So I hope you enjoyed this review of Crash Bandicoot 1. Please be sure to leave a like if you did. Comment down below for your thoughts, and please subscribe for more reviews coming up in the near future. Until then, this is Clarinetgamer here signing off, and I'll see you guys next time for more reviews. Till then, I will see you guys later, and goodbye.